Hello, this is Nice Wonder, and you're watching the Nowman Show. My guest, Stephen Day, is an American musician that has worked for over 20 years as a composer, producer, instrumentalist, vocalist, and teacher. His credits range from scoring portions of the film Formula 51, starring Samuel Jackson, to founding a nonprofit organization by the name of Ombience, dedicated to spreading spirituality through art. He was born in California and brought up in Canada and France. After studying with a world-renowned sarod player in India for 3 years, Stephen embarked on various tours throughout the world. He works in multiple genres, including Western classical, Indian classical, jazz, folk, and rock music. His performance career has taken him to 21 countries throughout Europe, North America, and Asia. His audiences are people from all nations, castes, and creeds who are seeking to enrich their own spiritual awareness. And he's shared the stage with some of the great maestros of Indian music, classical music, and other genres. Stephen, thank you for being on the Nowman Show.
My pleasure, and Nowman really pretty much says it all, doesn't it? It's perfect.
Yes, it does, exactly. We're here in the present moment right now. So now you have an amazing musical instrument here and a career. Now you've played more than just this instrument, but is the sarod, that's your primary instrument?
Absolutely. I started out on guitar and then, migrated into drums and piano. As a composer, you need to know piano, and vocalist and various instruments. Again, as a composer, you need to be able to compose on pretty much everything. But the sarod is the one instrument that is wrapped up in my destiny. It's who I am and where I go to fully explore the world of music and spirituality. And I've been doing a lot more of that lately. So pretty much now I solely play sarod.
So you've worked with a variety of different kinds of musicians and even classical symphonies, correct? In India.
Yeah, I recorded film music in India with artists from India, and I also recorded in London with Boozy and Hawks, had a record deal. And so I worked with London, it's like a telephonic symphony, so they're a smaller symphony that works in the studios. And I worked in A.R. Rahman's studios over in India, yeah, with some of his violinists and players, where they get 40 violinists in a studio and stack those sounds. And I didn't get 40 violinists, but I did work in some of the studios that he's recorded in. That's in Chennai. And so, yeah, I've recorded all over India, London, America, different studios, and here in L.A.
Yeah. Of course, for those who may not know, A.R. Rahman is the Academy Award-winning composer for Slumdog Millionaire, which was a great film and great music. I had to buy that as soon as I heard it, actually. It was fantastic.
Jai Ho.
Yeah. Jai Ho! Yeah. Yeah, I love that. So now your journey has taken you for decades now. So now you are focused primarily on this nonprofit that you have, organization that you have called Ombience. I love that name. That is so, and when you think of those two words together, you know exactly what it means. But tell us exactly what Ombience is all about.
Well, I'll tell you, the thing that I've really become more focused on is really just presenting meditation with the music. Ombience as a nonprofit, it'd be much more wide than that. It can include a painter, a filmmaker, a dancer, any form of art that brings out the eternal essence of the now in us. But very more specific, my background is in meditation and something called Sahaja Yoga meditation, which allows for the energy of the Kundalini to go up through the seventh chakra, which I think we're going to talk about a little bit more later. So the basis of my life, really, my seeking, my path, my journey, my travel, which includes music, has been to discover, how to stay in the now, and not just as a sort of vague way, or like as a euphemism that I read in a book, or like a course that ends, or not in a way that's like on an app that makes me feel all fuzzy and warm inside, but doesn't actually really make me know exactly where I am. I don't mean any of that. I mean a way to be very, very clear in terms of your own energy and to be in the now and know you are in the now and feel the joy of the Spirit as it rises up through you. There's more to that because I got inspired to find all that through my travels, and there's a lot of travel stories that led to that. But, that's in a nutshell how everything I've been doing, including Indian classical music, ambience, and everything else, came from actually when I was 18 in Italy, just hitchhiking around Italy. Right. And having basically the most incredible time of my life because I knew a little bit of Italian, and I was just 18 years old and fresh and innocent, and Italian people just sort of adopted me, and we had an incredible summer. I just got from ride to rides. I love the spontaneous nature of hitchhiking. You never knew exactly how long you'd be on the road, where you'd be going, who you'd meet, and during that summer, I lived a lifestyle that was so incredibly joyful. I just had a broad smile all the time. And I remember getting picked up on a motorcycle right before sundown and getting taken down to a beach on the Adriatic Sea. And there was absolute floods of tears coming out of my eyes. And I thought to myself, this is it. This is absolutely the way to live. Whatever it takes to live this way, I need to find it and keep doing it, because it's all about the joy of the Spirit kind of flowing through you. It's so natural and sweet and innocent. And that was the basis and the beginning of my ardent search to live a life that included that kind of incredible joy of the heart. So hence the road, hence the Ambience nonprofit, to try to give a feel for that, to communicate that, to allow people to feel it, tell the stories that need to be told in whatever format they need to be told, on stage, on the screen, whatever it takes. But it's that essence of Spirit and essence of joy in this heart that really inspired me to do all this, and that's why I play 19 strings.
Wow, fantastic. So speaking of, let's hear some of this music. And before though, what's the websites that people can check out to learn more about you?
Well, the main music one is StephenDayMusic.com, and it's STEPHEN, Day, D-A-Y Music. So StephenDayMusic.com. That's the website. Online, similar, same. There's another Stephen Day out there, but StephenDayMusic.com works. So YouTube.com/StephenDayMusic. Facebook.com/StephenDayMusic. If you can get that right, then it pretty much flows. And then Ambience is ambience.org with the O, Ambience. The ambience of Om, that's the idea. So whatever art creates the ambience of Om. Ambience.org. And then the meditation, Sahaja Yoga meditation. There's a few sites out there, but I think if you go to sahajayoga.org, you'll find it, or sahajameditation.org, you'll find it. So there you go.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Next we'll do some meditation together, and we'll go into that a little bit more. But first, some music from Stephen Day.
All right, so the guided meditation, this is Sahaj Yoga meditation, starts by putting your right hand on your heart. I spoke a little bit about pure desire earlier. It started to manifest in me in a very strong way, as I mentioned, at a young age when I was traveling. And my pure desire was to carry on through, to be able to find inner peace. So it's true for all of us. And our pure desire to be accessed is in the heart. So take your right hand, put it on your heart. As you can see on the chart back here, you'll see the heart chakra right there, number 4. Now, just close your eyes and say to yourself, ask yourself, am I the spirit? Just the question 3 times. Take a deep breath. Ask the question, am I the spirit? That begins a process, a journey to discover, whereby we can answer that question. Take your right hand and go down just below the rib cage. This is what's called as the mastery principle, the disciple master or the guru principle. You here just ask the question, am I my own master? And we'll just say that 2 or 3 times. Just take a deep breath and say to yourself, ask yourself, am I my own master? And that's on the screen, the big green circle. We're going to go down a little further. This is the yellow chakra with 6 petals on the chart. We take our right hand and put it just above our hip bones on the left-hand side, always on the left-hand side. We keep our left hand, by the way, palm up, face up, and just sit comfortably. And remember to breathe deep, just nice, simple, natural deep breaths. So you take a breath in through the nose. Hold it a bit. And here we're going to say, please give me pure knowledge. Our desire extends to have pure knowledge. So take a deep breath and just ask 2 or 3 times, please give me pure knowledge. Now we're going to go back up the left-hand channel, and we've activated a force within us which is called the Kundalini, and it's also a mother energy. So we can say that, we can address it. It's actually the power within us that has been with us for all time, watching us, guiding us, being our soul's mother, essentially. And just like a mother, taking care of our spiritual needs. So when we say this one, we can say, if you like, it's optional and voluntary, but you can say, Mother, as in Mother Kundalini, please make me my own guru. Mother, please make me my own guru. And take a deep breath and ask that question. Now we're going back to the heart chakra, again, where the flame is on the chart. And here, just say, Mother, I am the Spirit. So just say, I am the Spirit 3 times. Take a deep breath. Now we're going to clear the 5th chakra, the Vishuddhi chakra. It's the blue one on the chart. It has 16 petals, and we're going to put our right hands on the corner of where our neck meets our shoulder. Take our head, turn it to the right, and then here, just say, Mother, I am not guilty. We'll do that a couple times. Take a deep breath. Mother, I am not guilty. And now we're going to go to the 6th center. This is also known as the 3rd eye, or the Agnya chakra, placed on the forehead right here at the optic chiasm. This is where the 2 channels of energy cross. So they come across here. The central channel, called the Mahalakshmi channel, continues up through the middle. And we ultimately want to align ourselves in balance. But to do so, we need to go beyond our brains and beyond the thinking process. And for that, forgiveness is the key. So just put your right hand, on your forehead, and take a deep breath. Say, I forgive. And in a similar way, take your right hand, put it on the back of your head, and say, Mother, please forgive me for anything I might have done wrong. Please forgive me. Now the final frontier, the seventh chakra on top of the head, 1,000-petaled lotus, as you see, with many colors on top of the head. This is the goal of all seeking and of sages and saints throughout the centuries. And it has been talked about by various incarnations and various different spiritual figures throughout the course of humanity. So here you take your right hand, put it on top of your head, and then push it down, massage it gently, going clockwise 7 times. Just ask, Mother, please give me my self-realization. Mother, please give me my self-realization. And then take your hand just above your head, about 1 inch, palm of your hand. And you can sometimes feel a cool breeze or tingling on your fingertips or the palm of your hand. And you can move it around a little bit if you're not sure. 1 inch or so above the head. You see I'm moving it around. Try your left hand. Same idea. You can feel the cool breeze of the energy coming through the top of your head, and or tingling, and sometimes heat on your hands or fingers. So this is just the beginning. The seed has been planted, and there's a meditation practice at home you can do. And the music that I'm about to play, Indian classical music, is a wonderful accompaniment to this meditation.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it goes right with it. And there's some things on my YouTube site where you organize it according to the time of day that you play. So morning ragas, morning pieces of music in the morning for morning meditation, and evening time when you want to wind down or get mystical at midnight. Then there are various sets of ragas that I have on playlists from some of my favorite great artists that I love. So I encourage you to check it out, meditate, and listen to great music.
Sounds great. So let's listen to some excerpts from a couple ragas.
Sure.
Shall we do that?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Namaste. This piece of music is called Baidavi. It's based on using all 12 tones, chromatic, as well as lots of microtones in between. The first piece we heard was Raga Durga. It's an evening raga. This raga is played at the end of nights or mornings. It's a morning raga, but it could be at the end of a long night. It's dedicated to the goddess, the principle that we did in meditation, the 7th chakra. And the photo here is the photo of a person who introduced me to this music and to my teacher, Amjad Ali Khan in India. So Srimataji was the one who encouraged me to do this music, invited me to India, introduced me to Amjad Ali Khan, the great sarod player, and then invited me to play music in concerts all around the world while she did her programs to introduce this energy of Sahaja Yoga meditation to the world. So I dedicate this piece to her and all that she did for me to bring this music to you.